we back? I was just about to... Yeah, I was just about to, like, message through my phone. Like, 'cause I tried to say, like, hello from OBS, and it didn't post, so I assumed, like, my internet just kind of had a hiccup. Anyway, we're back. Where did I leave off? Like, where did I cut off? From the other side, I must have called 1,000 times. I guess, it's kind of a post-mortem warning. If, popping joints is something that, bothers you, you might want to tune out for this one. Left off at the point you stopped on. Thanks, RNG, that's very helpful. Like, I was just reading off, Stage 3 a moment ago. Like, Stage 3 of the SCP. Ah, no! I realized I just pulled my hair again. Stop that! It's a bad habit of mine. Containment cells, okay. Okay, yeah, modified humanoid containment cells equipped with sound-absorbing lining. I think that was it. Right, so I'll start the description again. And this for sure guarantees this is the last one we're reading tonight. Description. SCP-3132 is a plaster replica of a human vertebra. SCP-3132 exhibits several anomalous effects on humans in its vicinity, proceeding in several stages. Stage 1. When a human is within 2.3 meters of SCP-3132, they will begin to experience mild auditory hallucinations. Subjects describe the sounds as similar to those made when a joint is popped. The hallucinations immediately cease if the subject leaves the 2.3 meter radius. This stage lasts 10 to 40 minutes. Stage 2. Subjects within range of SCP-3132 after Stage 1 ends begin to experience major discomfort in their spinal joints. Most subjects will attempt to pop their back joints. If successful, subjects report significant relief. The discomfort ends after approximately 1 hour, whether the subject pops their back successfully or not. Stage 3. If the subject successfully pops their back joints during Stage 2, they proceed to this stage. During this stage, only the subject's spinal joints are able to pop. Other joints will not pop no matter how they are pulled. Of note is that vertebrae will only pop in sequence, either up from the L4-L5 joint if the subject turns their torso clockwise, or down from the C1-C2 joint if counterclockwise. When popped from the top down, the vertebral joints will emit a series of pops that correspond to a descending B major scale. These sounds have an average volume of 65 decibels. When popped from the bottom up, the joints will instead emit a series of sounds corresponding to an ascending D minor scale at 80 decibels. Any human who hears either of these sounds other than the person who generated them enters Stage 3 permanently and is hereafter designated SCP-3132-1. Furthermore, All sounds generated from the spinal joints of an SCP-3132-1 instance retain the ability to transform any listeners of the sound into additional SCP-3132-1 instances. And here we have a testing log. Test 3132-29 with subject D19060 and D28888. I'll just do like D19 and D28 for short. Begin log. D19 and D28 are restrained to prevent movement of their backs. To avoid spread of SCP-3132, the subjects are inside a soundproofed room. Their comments are relayed to Dr. Juarez through a text-to-speech device. Another day, another test. What's on the menu today? Please stand by. In a few minutes we'll release you and move on to the next step. You'll be cracking your backs in various patterns into the microphones placed around the chamber. Awesome. Hey, later on we should test with 5 people and see if we can't get a band started. Crazy eights, that's the best idea you've had all week. Can we get that written down somewhere? You guys know I'm not in charge of coming up with these tests. I'll be sure to mention it to my supervisor though. Woo! Releasing restraints. D19, please step onto the red marked spot. D28, the blue spot, and be sure to face each other. The D-class proceed to the designated spots. Roger that. There. Excellent. Now, when the light flashes, D19 will twist counterclockwise and D28 will twist clockwise. Dr. Juarez checks several monitors and pushes a button to trigger the light. The D-class both twist as instructed, and a sound is produced. Later analysis shows that this sound was much louder than would be expected from normal constructive interference. Perfect. D28, move to the green spot and face away from 19. 19, please remain in the exact same position. When the light flashes, you will both turn counterclockwise. Both D-class nod. Dr. Juarez pushes the button again, and the D-class twist as instructed. The sound is produced as expected, with even greater distortion. Dr. Juarez writes in his notebook. I think we'll do one last test, and that'll be it for today. D28 high fives D19. Alright, 28 to the yellow spot, 19 to the gray dot. On my mark, you will both twist clockwise. Dr. Juarez pushes the button, and his pen falls to the floor. The D-class begin to twist as Dr. Juarez bends down to retrieve his pen. As he bends, his back pops unexpectedly, within range of the microphone. At this point, a large shockwave emanates from between D19 and D28, partially destroying the walls of the testing chamber and most of the equipment. Closing statement. Dr. Juarez and the 2 D-class were injured and suffered partial hearing loss, but survived. While most of the recording devices were destroyed by the blast, analysis from the 2 that survived managed to make out a sound emanating from the epicenter. As of the most recent analysis, the sound was similar to a voice saying the words, "Oh, that's nice." Based upon the content of the comment, as well as SCP-3132's contagious nature, an investigation into the possibility of SCP-3132 and SCP-1937 being variations of the same phenomenon are ongoing. More importantly, the shockwave was heard by a large number of site personnel and has turned out to carry SCP-3132's infectious properties as well. Written by Site-208 Director Villasana. Addendum... Okay, I think it's January. Addendum January 4th, 2017. Correspondence between Site-208 and Regional Director. We failed. SCP-3132 has effectively breached containment as of this morning. 90% of my personnel are now SCP-3132-1 instances. We've enacted lockdown procedures per standard protocol, but it's estimated we'll all be affected by tomorrow. Additionally, I've deactivated all phone lines and intercoms in this site and prepared most of the other SCP objects here for transfer. Anything else? Director Villasana. I want you all to test the hell out of this one. Might as well, since you're stuck in there with it. Director Solace. Wow. That's one hell of a vertebra. One hell of a scale. Alright. I think for tonight that will do it. I can close out my Twitch app from the phone now. How much battery do I have left? Oh, it only consumed like 10%. That's nice. Oh, it's so good to actually have a substantially viable phone battery again. Never take your phone batteries for granted, folks. Treat them well. I mean, obviously, unless, like, it's due to like, they get problems due to influences that are outside your understanding or control. Like, just natural degradation and whatnot. Yeah. Do that. Well, alright. That's all that Froggy has for tonight. I'm glad to be back in business. As much as I absolutely treasured the time in vacation. Good things come to an end, but other good things either come anew or come back. And so now the streams are back. Froggy streams. Okay, so let me think. Anything I want to bring up before we raid? Oh, yes! I will have you all know. Well, quick preface. I mentioned, like, well, before, earlier in stream, that yesterday I ended up visiting my grandparents and relatives, so I wasn't able to post a schedule card. But, you know, like, the times and stuff are basically the same. You know, I plan to stream next Friday, like usual. As far as what? RNG, you made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, yeah, I will have you all know, as I was trying to say, I know I mentioned frequently in past streams that I've been playing this tabletop solo game called Delve. Well, my first campaign just finished. I think sometime last night or earlier this morning. A little bit of both. So, yes. Yes, indeed. So, what I was thinking was, if I managed to finish up some other things before Friday, I would be able to explain what Delve is all about. Because this first game was insane. I can't wait to relay the story. And then, after that, I know it might not be in the same stream, but I know from that point, I can kick stuff a new Delve campaign. No! Oh. Thank you, closed captions. Twitch would not allow that from me. Okay. Yeah, a new Delve campaign that I would be able to stream from the very start and show you all what it's about. Because I had a blast. It's really good when you kind of insert some storytelling elements alongside it, which I didn't do right at the start, but like early enough in the game, like so that it was it stayed a consistent thing for the majority of the campaign. And yeah, it was I like, so obviously like the campaign ended when I took my last turn, and the last turn my heart was literally pounding of what the hell is gonna happen. Like, I know this game doesn't have a GM, but like, holy shit, I managed to do that to myself. I'm invested. And so while the story itself will wait until either this upcoming Friday or another stream in the future, you can actually find the finished product of the Delve campaign, because it involves map drawing. And so the finished map I posted on Twitter. So check my Twitter right here, I think? Yes. It should be one of the first posts you find, aside from like the stream announcement, like I'm going live tonight, like at the moment. Yes. It took a lot of work, and like it just has this whole history that adds so much to the map. Like, there's so much context. Y'all Lily pals, you have no idea, and I can't wait to share it with you. My brain worms just, they're vibrating when I think about this game and this campaign. So look forward to that. I will try to get some of the extra stuffs done as quickly as possible before next Friday. I don't think I'm expecting too much out of myself, but you know, ADHD is a fuck. That's it. That's it. That's all I gotta say on the matter. Let's find someone to raid. How about we got our raid? Actually, no. Let's do a different raid message. I got it. Okay, double check. Okay. Raid! This is our raid message. Okay. Who is live? What friend shall we find? Shall we indulge? There's a vast number of Lily Pals online tonight. Oh, I know. How about we raid Phoebe? It's been a while since we raided her. She's playing Stray right now. I hear that's the hottest game right now. So we will raid Phoebe. She is very precious and cute and say so and talented. If y'all don't know, her brand is like an idol. Yes, we feed the bee. Very good, bee. We free the bee. But yes, she's very good. Very good. And really super hecking talented. She's a great singer. Like, I was trying to say, I think, like, her branding is around, like, being an idol VTuber. Both a VTuber and IRL. Like, she's all in it. And she's great. So yes. We will be rating the bee. I will see you all, Lily Pals, next Friday. I'm anticipating, I'm hoping I can get all this stuff ready because I want to share so much. But yeah, I will see you next Friday, Lily Pals, for my recounting of my first campaign in the game of Delve. Look forward to it. Thank you all so much for your support and everything. I love you all so much. Oh, Yasumi!